Move over, baby boomers and Gen Xers. Millennials are setting the pace on housing and home design. So whether you're buying or selling, renting or renovating, perhaps you should consider what drives this generation. Millennials are generally defined as those born between 1980 and 2000, give or take a few years. And according to the National Association of Realtors, they're currently the largest share of home buyers and renters.
We started out with homes, and that quickly became super overwhelming. And we realized with our lifestyle that that was just an enormous responsibility. So when our realtor introduced us to condo living, it was like, we could do that. One of the things we absolutely loved was the open layout. It allowed us to be creative. We love art, we love just home decor in general. We have a pool table in our living room, which substitutes the formal dining room table. We're not really having sit-down three-course meals at our age. People just come in and hang out, and it really just fits our lifestyle.
This home was built both inside and out with a millennial buyer in mind.
The first thing that we did was really create a center hall colonial that was traditional and yet completely untraditional.
Do they want similar things to what buyers of all ages want?
Not even remotely.
Oh.
They want a very open space that's very fluid. They want to be together in one large space, and that's why we created lack of walls around kind of a traffic flow so that people could go from one room to the next.
And what about the materials that you're using? Is there something especially that appeals to millennials?
They want clean, modern lines, but they also want a little bit of detail to reflect sort of a permanence and quality and style. So you'll see that millennials will put some granite in a kitchen and stainless steel, but they also want some great trim and beautiful glass.
For this fully charged generation, outlets need to be in all the right places. Reliable cell service and connectivity count, as well as anything that's more energy efficient, from appliances to heating and cooling.
There are lots of gizmos here. We have a gas fireplace where someone can just flip a switch and poof. There's a beautiful fireplace, but also an efficient fireplace that can really warm the house.
Tell me a little bit about the upstairs bedroom spaces.
I don't think you can sell a house to a millennial right now without a big master bath, lots of closet space, even a sitting area. It's really their refuge, as I'm sure you've seen in a lot of places. They close the door and it's really almost like a separate wing. And it doesn't need to take up that much space. It just needs to be laid out properly.
And when we go downstairs below this main living area, there is a playground to wonder at.
It's got a super high ceiling, and I think when you go downstairs, you'll see that they really use it to huge benefit. It's really thinking about the way that people live their lives nowadays.
If you're selling a home to the next generation, take note, the way it looks from the moment a young buyer walks in could make or break a deal. So Katie, you're an expert at staging a space with younger buyers in mind. Where do you start?
Well, I like every room to tell a story. So for a younger market, we try to bring in lighter colors, interesting accessories, some places to have some whimsy and some fun, so that when they come in, they can see themselves in the space. This is a beautiful old Victorian home, and the homeowners had a collection of stickly mission furniture to die for, but it felt a little bit dark. So we wanted to brighten the paint color. We edited out some of the darker pieces, mixed and matched in lighter furniture, lighter accessories, pops of color.
What kinds of colors serve as symbols of contemporary living?
You can't go wrong with sticking with the warm, neutral, gray, beige tones. It makes the room feel bigger, makes it feel lighter, fresher, more contemporary.
When you're designing a home, do you have to have a special eye toward home workspace?
I think that's important now. A lot of us, we work from home, and we like to have those spaces. They sometimes are multiple purpose spaces. Sometimes it's a family room and an office at the same time. Sometimes it's the office off the master suite. But I think those are becoming more and more important to today's buyers.
And millennials are really focused on what they need and can afford right now. few years down the road, maybe that's when they can start thinking about their forever home.